Hello everyone, my name is Sunny. Today I'm gonna tell you about is homeschooling better or at school? In many countries, parents choose to homeschool their children, and some parents have chosen them to go to school. Now, let me tell you about homeschooling and advantage. Secondly is at school disadvantage and advantage. And lastly is my opinion about is homeschooling better or is at school better. Let's begin. Firstly, being homeschooled means children don't go to school and they study at home. There are several advantages of homeschooling. No time is wasted going to and coming back from school. This means you have a lot of time to study. Each and every child learns at his or her own pace because they have one-to-one tuition. This means it is a one person learns from the other, like your mother or father teach you to do something like math or English. The parent can decide when the holidays are and how long they are. This means homeschooling don't have like at school, so the holidays can be a long time. There is no bullying. At school, you can be bullied a lot, but at home, there is no one to bully you, so you have no distractions on your studying. The family becomes closer as everyone spends more time together. When you're homeschooled, you spend all of your time at school or at home, so you can spend a lot of time with your family. Parents can decide which subject to teach their children. When your parents teach you, they don't have like a list. They can teach whatever you want, like Monday, math, English, and ec. Tuesday, blah blah blah. So, as we say, parents can teach whatever they want to their child, and there is no list. The cost of homeschooling is less than at school. At homeschooling, you can buy your books and other things. While at school, you need to buy books, pencils, pen, a lot of more, and even pay the school fee. This is the school fee can be a lot, very expensive. So homeschooling is better because it's cheaper. When you get bored at studying at home, you can go to a coffee shop to study. I think this because when you're at secondary school, you study at home, and when you're bored, you can do homework and do coffee. You can study in your pajamas. You can study in your pajamas because you don't have a dress code at school. So when you study, you can wear anything you want because it's comfortable. There are also 4 disadvantages of homeschooling. Parents need to spend some time hiring teachers and making sure their children are working. when parents are spending time to hire a good teacher to teach good things and not fake things. The teacher needs to be kind and not evil to the child, and making sure the children is working. Some parents are working and they cannot teach their child, so they need to hire teachers. But sometimes teachers are away, like a Saturday or Sunday. So your children need to work alone. But some students are very naughty. They don't they doesn't do their homework and they doesn't study. They just play. So this is a very big disadvantage. Children see their friends less often. This isn't a problem for children as their mother makes sure they meet their friends regularly, but they still meet them less than they used to. I think this is because they doesn't have to they don't go to school, so they don't have friends to play. They just work alone and play alone. So this is also a big advantage. Lastly and finally is children can learn from others, and this is also a disadvantage because seeing people less make the child alone. So when they are a new environment or even they are at school, they can learn from other people to make a better person. This can lead to a bad future. And when they are at a new environment, they don't know how to act. Next, I'm going to tell you about disadvantage and advantage about at school. At school means you come to a building that the children study together. There are several disadvantages of schooling. There is a lot of time wasted from going to school and back to home. This, when you're at school and you go to school, it makes you last a few minutes. And when you come back home, you are wasted a few minutes or a few hours if your school is far. Parents, the children less go to holidays because they are at school. So some like summer holidays, winter holidays, like some days are children they don't go to school. They can dress at home. That is a disadvantage because if you're homeschooling, you have a lot of time at home, while at school, you have less time. There is a lot of bullying. A lot of bullying means some students at school are very naughty. They bully weaker people or younger people for a lot of things. It can hurt, damage your body. Families drifted apart from each other. Because you're at school, you spend less time with your family. So this is a disadvantage because the family less spend time together. The cost of schooling is very high. The school fee in some schools is about a lot of money. You need to buy books and other things for your child to learn. Also, you can study. You need to study in your dressing uniform. Some schools a whole week they need to dress, while some school a few days needs to dress in uniform. This is called a dressing code. And there is about a few advantages in schooling. Parents don't need to spend time hiring teachers and making sure their children is working, because at school, teachers make sure their children is working, playing at all time. Children see their friends often. This isn't a problem for us, because at school we have a lot of friends to play with. So we can learn from each other and play with each other. So your children won't be alone. This and it will lead to a better future. Lastly, is my opinion about homeschooling and schooling. They are all advantage and disadvantage, but I think schooling is better because you make sure you have friends and you can learn from other people. And when you're at a new environment, you know how to act. But at homeschooling, I think I don't like it because you spend less time playing with your friends and learning from them. This is called a life experience. So when you're at a new environment, you don't know how to act. So this is my opinion. I think you have another opinion or had the same as mine. Thank you for listening and goodbye.